Hello?
Hello. Sorry,
Hello, yeah?
naputol. So, just resume as if
Sorry,
nothing
sorry.
happened.
Nawala, yeah, nawala. So,
Resume mo
okay,
lang
I'm
as if
here.
nothing
I'm
happened.
here.
Yeah, we're back again. So, resume natin as if nothing happened. Ganun lang buhay dyan.
Okay.
Sige. uh, it's okay. I'll do the next question. Kasi para move on na tayo. Tanong
Okay.
ni Jason. So, congratulations nga pala, Paul. You experienced your first technical problem.
Okay.
Always happens, we just ignore it. Can the integrated bar of the Philippines help Filipinos, including virtual professionals, online business people, in investigating why the Philippines has the slowest internet compared to other countries?
Mm-mm.
Yon.
Yes. Well, yes, that can be done. Oo. Pero sa Philippines kasi, the problem is there are limited players internet providers. So it's really a matter of competition rather than law. Kasi how can we impose something na dapat ito yung minimum bandwidth mo or ano, it's more of I cannot see how legislation or how lawyers can assist in making Philippines internet faster except if we for example try to really measure if they're really delivering the their promise, no? So I think yung fair, we have to look into the contract. Kasi ito lang, this is my point of view. It's a matter of competition. Para matulungan natin is kailangan pumasok yung mga ibang players so that our local players would shape up or ship out. So siguro liberalizing the telecommunication or in the internet provider industry would solve the problem. So that's the legislation that our lawmakers should come up, and the Integrated Bar of the Philippines can make representation to our Congress. Pwedeng mag-sponsor ng bill, something like that, or a law, a proposed law to improve the services. That's what I think we can do.
Attorney Paul, what would be the best place where yung mga nakikinig would address that kind of request na gawa kayo ng law na liberalize the telecom? Sino dapat nilang i-email or tawagan to do that?
Oh, well, we have right now we have a department. We have the Department of Telecommunications, Transportation and Telecommunication. Under that, there are sub-agencies. So we have government agencies that regulates. That's the first level. But sa private sector, we can actually put up an association or an umbrella organization. The problem kasi is pag hindi pa napipil ng mga lawyers yung ganitong problem, hindi hindi nila hindi kikilos, 'di ba? If government doesn't receive a lot of complaints from people, hindi kikilos. So kailangan natin mag-generate ng critical mass of public opinion such that our lawmakers will take notice and come up with a proposed law or proposed bill so that it will become law so we can liberalize and regulate our internet industry.
Okay, alam ko na gagawin dyan. Let's move on.
Mm-mm.
Next question from
Mm-mm.
Divine. How can I avail of housing loan in Pag-ibig if I'm not locally employed and doesn't have a business to present? Okay.
Yeah, even if you are not employed, you can apply as a voluntary member. sa Pag-ibig. So, ang Pag-ibig, they only cater to members. To become a member, you must register and then make your regular deposit. Now, if you're a voluntary member of Pag-ibig, then all the contributions will come from your own pocket. The advantage of being an employee is that there's an employer share. May employee share and then there's the employer share. So, hindi cargo ni employee lahat ng Pag-ibig contribution. But if you are an independent professional, then you have to pay everything from your own pocket. But that's a start. Register first. Tell Pag-ibig that you want to register as an independent, as a voluntary member. Okay? Next question.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Attorney Paul. Next question is, how can a virtual professional be protected by our law when engaged for a client?
Yeah, well, as a virtual professional, you are no different from any other professional. No, like me, I'm a professional. I'm a law professional or a legal professional. So I'm protected by law the same way that you are protected by law. That is when the other person is here in the Philippines also. No, the tricky part is when the other party or your client or customer or your employer is abroad. No, pag wala dito sa Philippines. That's the tricky part. I also sometimes have clients who are based abroad. So even if I'm not an online professional, I experience the same problem as you are probably experiencing, like yung payment. Minsan, I've rendered service, and then how do I get paid, no? When the other party, my client, is abroad. So I think similar yung problem natin. So whether you're online or not. The problem kasi, ang ating mga batas, the law, Philippine law, is local in nature. So our law extends only up to our boundary, up to the Philippine territory. Our law does not extend beyond Philippine territory. So if the other party is outside of Philippine boundary or outside Philippine territory, our problem is our law cannot reach him. So even if you have a right under our law, even if your right was violated under Philippine law, the problem is how to enforce Philippine law to someone who is based abroad, like in the US or in Japan or somewhere in the Middle East. How do you enforce Philippine law when in their country Philippine law does not exist? So that's the problem, shared by me also, even if I'm not an online professional. So one way to go about it is bayad muna. So that's one way. A big factor in this kind of relationship is trust. No, so if you trust someone, if you trust your customer or your client, you might agree to render service na wala pa munang bayad and then expect them to pay you based on trust and faith. Or kung hindi mo siya masyadong kina-trust, then bayad muna. You tell your client or customer, you send your payment first before I render service. Now, on the part of your customer or client, siya naman ang problema. What if after sending payment, tayo naman ang hindi mag-deliver, tayo ang hindi mag-render ng service? Ganun din, in the same way as their law cannot reach us sa Philippines. Kasi kung US law yan, US law does not extend to the Philippines. Japanese law does not extend to the Philippines. So that's the problem. That's why in big transactions, yung mga international transactions, they have arbitration, international arbitration. So because laws nga are local in nature and does not extend beyond the boundary of the country where it originates, meron tayo mga international commercial arbitrators and commercial arbitration. Minsan, pag nagkaroon ng problema, someone from Australia and someone from the Philippines, in the contract, they have an agreement that they will meet together in Singapore to mediate and arbitrate itong problem nila. So that's the solution.
Okay, that's a great answer, Attorney Paul. Pero I have to take a break.
Yes, okay.
Technical. Hintayin mo ako in probably 3 minutes. I have
Okay,
to.
sure.
Saka lang, kaalis. Saka lang,
Okay.
I'm gonna get out ka rin. Kasi, basta hindi lamak na yung chat room eh. Okay, so, see you later.
Oh, wala daw screen.
I'm back. Pero
Yes,
sandali
hi, Jomar.
lang, hindi pa naglo-load yung chat room eh. I have to confirm now with them if they can actually hear us. Don't worry about it kasi recorded to eh. So, hindi mo na kailangan ulitin, i-rephrase ko na lang. For their benefit. Okay, they're there. Wait